Welcome back to Let's Cats. Okay, we're back to this point in the second day of trial, and last time I accidentally clicked ... because I accidentally double clicked or something. I wanted to say I'm not done yet, so here we go. I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Sparrowson ate it. Stop, JJ. Why, you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudoscientific experiment performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think the trial is over, Your Honor. About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. Very well. I am pleased that the justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt. Adieu, monsieur. I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection. Oh, there you are. Objection! Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. Sparrowson, are you okay? Yep, the doctor said I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poison chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note, see? It's too late, the trial is over. You can't be serious. You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note can turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it. Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges. I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served. I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear. Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpeterre Hospital where he displayed a variety of symptoms. Those included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from a plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... Oh, we can skip that bit. Yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Falvey. Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of this chocolate wrapper business has been covered. Awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here? You can get his autograph later. Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine. Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds. Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We can nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it will be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that. Guys, so what the hell do we do now? We do nothing, Your Honor. The poisoned wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous? A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism that required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims? Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Oh. She's here. Hello. You. Sparrowson, it's good to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to this case, but what are you trying to pull off now? Surprise witness! Surprise witness? Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Cocorico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Singh, so she can testify. I didn't read that last line. You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, the court established that Mademoiselle Singh is a possible suspect for this case. What? That can't be right. Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to? I do. I have accepted my fate. Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Singh as a witness? No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, you are here to defend Prince Juan and not to convict Mademoiselle Singh. Prosecuting is my job. Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? Say that you swear to speak the truth without hatred or without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred, without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good. Very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Catherine Marie Signe, and I am a flower seller. Mademoiselle Signe, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Very well. I saw the king and entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the Salle Loutive, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I personally had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right. I used poison derived from the monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire. Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something. Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur. I am confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's. Intriguing. Pretty convincing. You gained a little favor with the jury. She just confessed. Well, defense, it looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderer's pew. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up? I don't have anything to add or like remove. I wanna defend her, but no, I haven't finished my examination. No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You have already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe that Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance? I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of You and the witness are... You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You're doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. Can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. Show her the ticket stubs. Please take a look at these, mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs? Train ticket stubs? Look at the names. Papa and Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they safe? They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox. Then, that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there? I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under the threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh and my flower business has been struggling. One day a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold, but I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder and he would drop all debts. Refuse and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because of the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus. What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before is blatantly floundering. Indeed, and I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They are always proven to be fabrications born of desperation. I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Seigneur, I would like to believe your story, but accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to be the murderer of a king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
Proof?
You say the judge lent you money. Then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. The contract would suffice as proof.
The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him. How convenient. Of course this supposed contract doesn't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie. Falcon, you have to do something. Do you have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Seigneur? A link. Of course. Wait, I have to check this. Contains green ink. I'm not sure if it puts anything together, but members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Seigneur in the past. I know this because at the very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. What? What? I don't understand. I mean, this is the only thing I'm actually holding, but why is this relevant? I know this pen belongs to Judge Romulus, that much is obvious. But if I were to present it right now, that wouldn't prove anything. I have to find a link between the judge and the crime scene. Oh, my bad. Between the judge and the crime scene. The flower. Chocolate. Hey everybody, so you may be wondering what happened. Well, remember that one day that I accidentally clicked on the bar? And I was like, no, I want to go to the chocolate shop. Well, I felt like I was missing a piece of evidence, so I left the trial, and I loaded a previous day, because the game lets you do that. And I decided, I'm going to go to the chocolate shop, because I knew it was the cutscene that they show you earlier, like, implies that it's the judge. So I'm gonna go to the chocolate emporium instead on this day. And ask about the judge, because that's what I wanted to do. I was gonna either ask about the judge or Seigneur, but I kind of want to ask about both of them. Alright. It's just the questions today, I'm afraid. Let me think. Who to ask about? Alright, so I want to ask about... Where is he? Here he is, the judge. Have you ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus? Ah, see? Look at that, look at that! Yes, monsieur! Alright, have you ever served... Wait, did you say yes? Yes, monsieur, a judge in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a while ago, on the 6th of January to be precise. Did he do or say anything suspicious? Not that I can recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow, big toothy grin. About 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling. A custom filling? Some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample. Hehe. What does this mean, Falcon? Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean this judge would like to eat chocolate. But if the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Hagelslag, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt? I can do you one better, monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them from tax purposes, you understand? Is it okay for us to take it, monsieur? Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial after all. Cool. Look at that. I did get a piece of evidence that was missing before. Would you look at this? Would you look at this thing? Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Green ink. I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green. Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hagelslag. You have been enormously helpful. I am glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck with your case, messieurs. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to fast forward back to that part of the trial because, well, now I know what I have to present. Now I actually have the thing that I'm going to present. So, good. Okay. Okay, so we're back to where I left off last episode, and now I have the receipt, which is what I wanted to present. I know this because at the very moment I am holding a piece of key evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. And it's the receipt. I think you should take a look at this, Severin.
Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands?
What? What is that? What does that piece of paper say?
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelslack's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus.
The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day of the murder. These chocolates happen to have been the same brand and flavor as the ones used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with the Mademoiselle's updated testimony,
that would imply the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt.
Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt. This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis?
That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents.
That would be correct. Well, it's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. And that is this pen. Oh, but first things first. I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Oh, yeah, that's mine. Thanks, I've been looking for that thing everywhere. I thought as much. Madame and Monsieur, last night I was assaulted outside of Salpetier's hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab onto something from their garments as I was thrown into the Seine. Oh, so that's why you smell a fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought that it might be rude. This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did I say that pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color. And as we all know, only baddies write in green. Well, yes, but more importantly, it's rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green, and I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus.
So, Judge Romulus lacks a classic respect for classic penmanship. What is it?
Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It certainly is quite a coincidence. No, there's no more room for coincidence. There's no more doubt. There's only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poisoning, originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Signe, a street seller who you owed a debt. On the 7th of January, Judge Romulus, leveraged a debt to force that girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then an idiot of a man by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall of Mademoiselle Signe's steed. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. And then when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Signe to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolate. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I can force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there is not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the Place d'Austerlitz before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody, not even God can condemn me when I sit so highly.
Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the cour d'assises. What an utterly repulsive individual.
Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me.
He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector.
I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty, you see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and government will fall. The bourgeois will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic, a republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Hey, don't touch me! Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty, ignore him.
Of course, carry on, Inspector.
What? What happens now? I guess I'm supposed to take over the President Judge's duties. Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Carrito, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Yay, not guilty. That was a hell of a roller coaster, and I'm glad I went back to the correct day and did the thing that I wanted to do. But okay. What happens to me now?
Mademoiselle, it is clear you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes.
I see. I cannot argue.
But as it happens, due process was not followed during trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law.
What does that mean? He's saying you're free to go.
Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. Thank you so much, monsieur. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although, now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them to Vienna. You need a holiday after all this drama? Well, yes, but I also want to get away from here before the fighting starts. You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind. It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too. Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle. But we're far from smart, so we're staying put. I see. Then good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when all this has blown over. Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you and me and the fox. Right, Falcon? That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin. Okie dokie.
I suppose the congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way you did, it was quite a feat.
Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours.
Lie?
This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Bullcock. You and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Signy to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy of accessory to murder. So why are you holding back?
10, maybe 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Signy. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details.
The details?
The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law where even due process is followed to the letter. Good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Signy, and she would definitely be convicted, but that would not serve justice.
You're a good lawyer, Cocorico.
You? Well, you're not terrible, Falcon.
I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson. What am I doing, still using that old accent? Of course I meant, congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. It's no big deal, we were just doing our jobs. No, your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in. Oh, before I forget, your payment. Thank you, Monsieur Volps. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out. Wait, Monsieur Volps, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands before me? Yeah, Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon. Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Volpes. I don't go by my old name for that reason. That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's where we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or the other. Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time. Dig up the dirt? I am a private investigator, it's what I do. We'll bear it in mind, thank you, Monsieur Volpes. Good day, messieurs. I should probably give Volpes more of an accent next time. I'm going to get a drink. Seriously, Falcon? What, I was just going to ask you if you wanted tea or coffee. And that was Act 2. Thank you everybody for joining me on Act 2 of Aviary Attorney here on Let's Cats. Let's watch a preview of Act 3 to get you guys hyped up. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course, how could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder, the 3 glorious days. Oh jeez, that is an explosion. Act 3, The Sleeping City. See you guys next time on Let's Cats.